Many masks. I watched. What?
You used to have bigger rallies.
No, these are much bigger than I ever
I
had.
don't want to be girl with
You
that.
know,
Tell me
you're
about
so
the mask
negative.
wearing.
You're so negative. These are the biggest rallies we've ever had. You just come in here with that negative attitude. These are the biggest rallies we've ever had. We are having numbers like we've never had.
Tell me about the
There is
masks.
more, excuse me, no, but you made a statement. There's more enthusiasm right now for us than we ever had before, ever. And you will see that in a short period of time.
But what about the masks?
A lot of people are wearing masks. I mean, I looked yesterday, a lot of people were, and it's outdoor. They want it outdoor, and we're doing it
But
outdoor.
I can't believe after what happened in the Rose Garden here, after the announcement, with all the people getting sick, that you are not being more strongly encouraging about wearing masks at your
I
rallies.
tell people to wear
But you
masks.
don't.
Leslie, we hand out thousands of
But
masks.
you
at
look
every
out and
rally.
you're not wearing them, and you don't say, please put on
Well,
your
have you
mask.
been looking yesterday? Take a look yesterday in Arizona. Everybody behind me
But
had a
I'm
mask.
looking at other places. I'm looking at Wisconsin, which is a hot spot right
Right,
now.
right. A lot of people
A
had
lot
masks.
of people
And it was
without masks.
outside.
And you don't get up there and say, look, you know, come on.
Go
I
ahead.
don't
What's
want you
your,
to
what's your
get
next
sick.
question, Leslie? We're outside. The rallies are bigger than they've ever been. There's more enthusiasm than we've ever had. There has never been anything like what you're witnessing now, and you'll see that soon.
Okay, but I'm asking about masks, not about the size of the rallies. I'm asking why
You
you want to say.
commented on the size of the
I know,
rally.
but
You
I'm
said they're not
asking-
as big as they used to be, and I'm telling you, they're much bigger.
Okay, but I'm asking you now about the masks. Why aren't you getting up there and saying, I had it, I don't want you to get it, so please
Leslie,
put your mask on?
we hand out masks to everybody that comes to the rally. We tell them to wear the masks.
You don't, and they love you.
Oh, I
and
don't
they-
know, Leslie. I
If
tell
they
them wear
heard you
them.
say it,
I have no problem, no
they
problem.
love you, they would
Next
pay
question, go
attention
ahead, go
to
ahead.
anything you said. Okay,
I hope you're right. Go ahead.
okay, this is important. Okay, I'll ask you another health question, okay? You promised that there was gonna be a new health package, healthcare plan.
Yeah,
You said that it was gonna be great, you said it's ready, it's gonna be
It will be.
ready, it's all ready. It'll be here in 2 weeks, it's gonna be like nothing you've ever seen before, and of course, we haven't seen it. So why didn't you develop a health plan?
it is developed, it is fully developed, it's going to be announced very
When?
soon when we see what happens with
Over and
Obamacare,
over.
which is not good. And when we see what happens with Obamacare.
But if the Supreme Court,
And it will be much less expensive than Obamacare, which is a disaster. And it will take care of people with pre-existing conditions.
but your plan was to repeal and replace, and if the Supreme Court finishes Obamacare, there will be all these people stranded,
No,
because there's no
we will
replacement.
make a deal and we will have a great healthcare plan
But you keep
with
saying that.
less expensive and a much better plan.
Why haven't we seen it?
You have seen it. I've been putting out pieces all over the place, and we actually have plans. And we have 180 million people right now have a plan. And you haven't been watching. You haven't been watching.
But what about the pre-existing, people with pre-existing conditions? If the Supreme
Are
Court,
protected. Will be totally protected.
How?
They'll be protected,
How?
Leslie. I mean, the people with
How?
pre-existing conditions are going to be
How?
protected as they are now.
how?
In any plan we do,
But there
they will
isn't.
be protected. Leslie, people with pre-existing conditions will be always protected, always.
But if the Supreme Court ends this with Obamacare,
Well, we'll have to see what happens. It's got a ways to go. I mean, we'll see what happens. I think it'll end, I hope that they end it. It'll be so good if they
And
end
if they
it.
end it,
Because we
will-
will come up with a plan, which will be yeah, we will.
but you said it would already.
We have large sections of it already done. And we've already come up with plans. Take a look at your various secretaries, various plans that we've already come up with. And also, you know, a large part of this country has private health insurance.
Yes.
180 million people. And under that, Biden, he doesn't have any clue, but under that 180 million people will lose their health care. And they'll go to socialized medicine, and that's not going to be acceptable. 180 million people, Leslie, will go to socialized medicine. It will not be acceptable.
And if the Affordable Care Act is determined to be unconstitutional,
Then we're going to have new, and it's going to be very good, and it's going to.
Keep saying that and don't show it to us. And so people with pre-existing
We've come up with
conditions-
many plans, Leslie, and they're already in existence. I'll tell you what, after this interview, I will show you short-term, longer-term, I'll show you different plans. We've come up with many plans. And we cut the individual mandate out. You know, the individual mandate is gone. That was the worst part of Obamacare, that's gone.
Okay, all of that, I grant you, all of that. But if there's no plan, a replacement plan.
Right.
And the Supreme Court says that Obamacare goes away, people with pre-existing conditions will be stranded.
No.
And that's just a fact.
It's wrong. It's
No.
wrong. A new plan will happen.
But will.
And we won't do anything, will and is. We won't do anything and no plan unless we have pre-existing conditions covered. And the individual mandate, which you don't want to mention, was terminated. It was terminated. Individual mandate was terminated. That is the biggest thing that's happened. And that actually makes Obamacare not Obamacare. Because under that, you would pay a fortune for the privilege of not having to pay for bad health insurance. We got it terminated through the legislature, signed, done. That means Obamacare is no longer Obamacare. We got rid of the most important element of Obamacare, and it was the worst element of Obamacare that nobody wanted, nobody liked. So Obamacare essentially was terminated as we know it. Now we have the carcass of Obamacare.
Well, part of the carcass
We've managed
is
it well.
pre-existing.
Leslie, we've managed it well. You know, I had a choice to make. When we got rid of the individual mandate, nobody believed we could do that, and I did it. I had a choice to make. Do I manage the remainder of whatever's left of this whole thing called Obamacare, which is no good? Do I manage it well or manage it badly? If I manage it well, politically, maybe that's not
Well, then
good.
you wanna
I
leave it.
decided to manage it well.
Do you want to leave it? I mean,
No, I don't want to leave it. I want to see what
covered.
happens. Here's what happens.
Well, but why
We may
not
be
leave
stuck
it?
with it if we lose in the Supreme Court, in which case we're wasting a lot of words. If we win, we will come up with and we will do that, come up with a much better health care for much less money, always protecting people with pre-existing conditions.
Are you going to say that you didn't say this? Because I saw you say this.
Go
on
ahead.
television.
No, you're really trying to. I wish you would interview Joe Biden like you interview me. It would be so good. You know what?
You like this, I thought. I thought you
I don't
liked
mind it. I don't mind it. But when I watch him walk out of a store, he's in the midst of a scandal. His family is corrupt. Okay, he's corrupt. He's a corrupt politician, and he's walking with an ice cream. And the question the media asks him, what kind of ice cream, what flavor ice cream do you have? And he's in the midst of a scandal.
He's not.
And he's taking, of course he is,
No,
Leslie.
come on.
Of course he is.
You
See
know, we
that?
had the Senate
So
committee,
you're like
Republicans.
big tech. You're protecting him. And everyone is, except for
Yeah, but
few people.
you're taking something that was investigated
Leslie,
by a
let me ask
Republican
you.
committee.
You think
in
it's
the Senate.
okay for the mayor of Moscow's wife to give him millions and millions of dollars, $3.5 million, to give his family $3.5? Do you think it's okay for Hunter Biden to say that we're giving the big guy 10% of this massive amount of money they're taking in? Do you think it's okay for all of these horrible things that you've seen where they're getting hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars, where China gives them $1.5 billion to manage the family, $1.5 billion, and then he's supposed to negotiate? Let me tell you, it's the second biggest scandal.
So-
The biggest scandal was when they spied on my campaign. They spied on my campaign.
There's no
Leslie.
real evidence of that.
Of course there is. It's
No.
all over the place. Leslie,
Sir.
they spied on my campaign and they got
Can
caught.
I say something? You know, this is 60 Minutes, and we can't put on things we can't
No,
verify.
you won't put it on because it's bad for Biden.
We can't
Look,
put
let me tell
on
you.
things we can't verify.
Leslie, they spied
And-
on my
Well, we
campaign.
can't
It's been
verify.
totally verified.
No.
It's been, just go down and get the papers. They spied on my campaign, they got caught.
No.
And then they went much further than that, and they got caught. And you will see that, Leslie, and you know that, but you just don't want to put it on the air.
As a matter of fact, I don't know that.
Okay.
And you're out
So
there.
why don't you get back to your interview and let's go.
All right. So you said in the briefing room, nobody likes me. It can only be my personality.
I said that jokingly. That is sarcastic. Nobody likes me. It must be my personality. I say it all the time. Nobody likes me. It must be my personality. I say it all the time, Leslie.
Do you think that your tweets and your name calling are turning people off?
No, I think I wouldn't be here if I didn't have social media because the media is
The name
corrupt.
call.
In my opinion, the media is corrupt. But,
You know,
but
you
the
told-
media is fake. And frankly, if I didn't have social media, I'd have no way of getting out my voice.
You know what you told me a long time ago when I asked why you keep saying fake
Yeah.
media?
Yeah.
You said to me, I say that because I need to discredit you so that when you say negative things about me, no one will believe
I
you.
don't have to discredit you.
But that's what you
You've
told me.
discredited yourself.
You told me that.
Leslie, you've discredited yourself. When you say that you're not going to cover Biden, you're going to ask him what flavor ice cream he has, okay?
That's not
Instead
me.
of why did Hunter get $3.5 million from Moscow? Instead of why is an energy company paying your son $183,000 a month or whatever they're paying him, and he has no experience in energy. You know, you discredit yourself. I don't have to discredit you.
So this story about Hunter and his laptop, some repair shop found it. The source is Steve Bannon and Rudy Giuliani.
I don't know anything about
And
that.
you're
I just know it's a
making-
laptop,
and
and they
you're-
haven't.
And you're making this one of the hottest, most important issues in the rallies.
I don't know about the two gentlemen you
This
mentioned.
is the most important issue in the country.
It's a
right
very
now.
important issue to
For
find
you
out
to
whether or
talk
not a
about.
man's corrupt who's running for president, who's accepted money from China and from Ukraine and from Russia.
All these
Yeah, I think
things
that's
have
an
been
important issue.
investigated and
It's
discredited.
incredible the way you can try and say this and sit there and look me in the eye and say it.
A Republican
He accepted money,
committee-
his family, from Russia, from Ukraine, from China, and from other places.
and a
His
Republican-
brother, who didn't have experience, became a big builder in Iraq without experience. Take a look at what's going on, Leslie, and then you say how that shouldn't be discussed.
I'm saying,
It's the biggest scandal out there, Leslie.
and you think it's the biggest issue to campaign on.
I think it's one of the biggest scandals I've ever seen, and you don't cover it.
Biggest-
You want to talk about,
Well, because it can't be verified.
you want to talk
I'm
about
telling you-
insignificant things.
I'm telling you.
Of course it can be verified. Excuse me,
We
they found the
cannot
laptop, Leslie,
It can't be
Leslie.
verified.
What can't be verified?
The laptop,
Why do you say that?
Because
Even the
it's
family
verified.
hasn't, the family on the laptop, he's gone into hiding. For 5 days, he's gone into hiding.
he's preparing for your debate.
Oh, it's taken him 5 days to prepare? I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay, go
All right,
ahead.
all right. So let's get back to the name calling, okay? And whether you think it's turning people off.
No, I
Because
think, look, it is
you
what
call
it is.
Biden stupid
Where are we sitting now? Where are we sitting?
in the Roosevelt Room
Of what?
of the White House.
That's right. How did I get here? How did I get here? We're in the White House.
But what are you saying? Oh, but by name calling, you think that
No,
that's
not by name
appealing?
calling, by, doing the right thing. And we have a great record. I mean, we got hit by a pandemic, wasn't my fault. But it was China's fault. But Leslie,
The reason-
we're in the White House. The press is very biased, very, very biased. And I'm not talking
You're
about
trying
name
to
calling. I'm talking
discredit
about,
us.
no,
Yes.
no, I'm not. You're discrediting yourself, Leslie.
No, you are.
Leslie, you're discrediting yourself. When you don't go after Biden, with
Why
the
are you
corruption in the
asking me
Biden
about
family,
going after Biden? You've asked me 5,
when
6,
you
7
don't, when
times.
you don't go after what happened in the Russia witch hunt, which turned out to be a total phony with no collusion whatsoever. When you don't do that, you discredit yourself. The press, is highly discredited right now. You do know that. So you discredit yourself.
Half, I don't know where to go here. Half the country loves you, but the other half doesn't.